In the shadowy mountains of Alamut, Hassan Sabbah, the enigmatic leader of the assassins, ruled with an iron fist. His fortress, perched high above the valleys, was a place of mystery and fear. Whispers of his power and the loyalty of his followers spread far and wide. One moonless night, a young recruit named Farid was summoned to Hassan's chamber. The air was thick with incense, and the flickering candlelight cast eerie shadows on the stone walls. Hassan, with his piercing eyes and commanding presence, spoke in a voice that seemed to echo through the ages. "Farid, you have been chosen for a special mission," Hassan said, his voice cold and unwavering. "You must eliminate a traitor who has betrayed our cause." Farid's heart pounded in his chest, but he nodded, determined to prove his loyalty. He was given a vial of poison and a dagger, both tools of silent death. As he left the chamber, the weight of his task settled heavily on his shoulders. The traitor lived in a nearby village, nestled in the valley below. Farid moved silently through the night, his footsteps barely making a sound on the rocky path. The village was eerily quiet, the only sound the distant howl of a wolf. Farid found the traitor's house, a small dilapidated hut on the outskirts of the village. He crept inside, his senses heightened. The traitor lay asleep on a straw mat, unaware of the danger lurking in the shadows. With a steady hand, Farid poured the poison into a cup of water beside the sleeping man. But as he turned to leave, a cold hand gripped his wrist. Farid's blood ran cold as he looked into the eyes of the traitor, now wide open and filled with a malevolent gleam. "You think you can kill me so easily?" the traitor hissed, his voice a chilling whisper. "Hassan's power is nothing compared to what I have discovered." Before Farid could react, the traitor muttered an incantation, and the room was filled with a blinding light. When the light faded, Farid found himself in a dark, twisted version of the hut. The walls seemed to pulse with a life of their own, and the air was thick with the stench of decay. The traitor stood before him, transformed into a grotesque figure with eyes that glowed with an unnatural light. "Welcome to my domain," he said, his voice echoing with a sinister laugh. "You will never leave this place." Farid fought with all his might, but the traitor's power was too great. As the darkness closed in around him, he realized the true horror of his situation. He was trapped in a nightmare, a pawn in a game far beyond his understanding. Back at Alamut, Hassan Sabbah sensed the failure of his recruit. He knew that the traitor's dark power was growing, and that the battle for control of the assassins was far from over. The fortress of Alamut would soon become a battleground where the line between reality and nightmare would blur, and the true horror of Hassan Sabbah's legacy would be revealed.